Hey guys, welcome back to the Lake Life Family Channel. We have officially survived our second night here in Big Bend National Park, and this morning we decided to get away from our campsite because there's nothing else that goes on there except the dead of heat, summer, sunshine, and we just needed a break from the sun. So we're doing a little hike.
Little hike? How long is it?
It's only like a mile.
We are on the border of Mexico. Like, we can see Mexico out in the distance there. If you look just past the latrines.
I like how you use that word because last night I didn't know what that was.
She didn't know what the word latrine was. There's been 2 new words you've learned this week. Neoprene.
Neoprene and latrine.
And latrine.
Anyways.
So funny. We laughed for a long time.
So he's completely lost his voice because I think in the last video we talked about the blooms, the desert blooms that are just getting us. And after this morning, we noticed our entire campsite and kitchen were just covered with this film of pollen. And it's gotta be some type of bush over here. I think, let me show you guys what I think it is. I think it's gotta be something like this bush, how it has like the tiny little berries, the tiny little blooms. I think that's it. And it got super windy last night before we went to bed, and it was just coming through our camper, coming through the tent. So this morning, I'm just mouth breather. Can't breathe through my nose. He can't talk. He sounds like a frog. So we're gonna go down to see the Rio Grande. Like Justin said, I've never seen this. I've never been so close to Mexico. So it's gonna be
Being part Mexican and you've never seen Mexico.
So I'm gonna see part of my heritage.
I'm more Mexican than you are at this point. I've been to Mexico like 4 or 5 times.
You can speak more Spanish. I was gonna say, you can speak more Mexican than me.
Sí, muy bien. See, I should have brought my fishing pole.
Oh, sorry. How cool would it be to catch bass down there? Do they have bass here?
Yeah, I've caught bass out of the Rio Grande.
Whoa.
He's on a horse. He's got his skillet right there. He's probably got a fishing camp. Every time I've fished around Mexico, there's always fishing camps right on the rivers and on the lakes. This is Jesus. Jesus is going to sing us a song here in the canyon.
De colores se visten los campos de la primavera. De colores son los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. De colores son los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. For you, my friend, para ustedes.
Bien,
gracias.
Gracias. 21 years he's been singing down here in the canyon.
Okay, so that was probably one of the shortest hikes that we've ever done, but it was still really cool. That's the first sign of life, first sign of water that we've seen. The mountains, the canyons around us were absolutely huge. Justin said it was better, in his opinion, than the hike that we did yesterday, which we did the Ernest Tinaja, which was really cool, but the water there was like a little pool of fresh water, and there just really wasn't that much water there, and it was in the middle of the day, and we were so sweaty and hot that it probably just wasn't that enjoyable. But since we've been here, I feel like I've noticed there's 3 different types of people that come to these parks. There's one, kind of like the overlook people that kind of drive by and they stop at the overlook scenes and they get out of their car and take pictures. And there's us right now, because I'm pregnant, the lightweights, who do like maybe the 1 mile or 2 mile or 3 miles is really pushing it, especially in the afternoon. And then you have like the heavy trekkers that are typically very young in age, got a group going, they do like backpack camping. Like there's a hike over here that's 14 miles long. Probably won't be finding us on there. I mean, we've seen all kinds of people in trucks, people in RVs, people in, Priuses, lots of Subarus, all kinds of cars. I will say, I thought there was going to be more, considering it's such a big park, I thought it was going to be lots of room for RVs, lots of room for trailers, lots of room for huge trucks like Texans normally do. Everything's bigger in Texas, but it's really not like that. All the roads are pretty small, and most of the cars that are coming in here, you guys, are like Volvos, Subarus, Prius, small little Toyotas. So really anybody can come to Big Bend and just enjoy themselves. So I think we're about done with our hike for right now. We're gonna go back to the camp and have some lunch. Can't wait to see what other kind of trails we can find. Well guys, we have finally made it to our spot for the evening. I guess this is our third camping spot after going, gosh, probably 6-7 miles on Old Ore Road. You know, we had to have like a sit down chips and salsa sesh after going 2 hours on the Old Ore Road, and we were just in silence for a good hour. On the dinner menu for tonight, I think we're finally gonna do the stew that I made a long time ago. We've been putting off this stew because the stew just never sounded good. Hot stew when it's been 100 degrees out here. Ow! Oh, that was a stinger. Gosh darn these bugs. Okay, so we're gonna do some bacon, put it in some stew. I got some rice, make a nice hearty meal. We're at the McKinney Springs campsite, and I think there's a little path that's unmarked on the map, but I think there's a little path that goes all the way out here. And there's a big oak tree way out there. And there's not oak trees anywhere here in the desert, so there must be some form of water out there. I don't know. I'm thinking morning hike is gonna happen tomorrow when it's cool, refreshed. I'm done for the day. We've done 2 hikes and a dinosaur exhibit and 2 hours on Old Ore. This mama's done for the day.
I think Old Ore did you in.
It did. I was about ready to just start walking the rest of the way. That's not a joke, you guys.
That's literally, we were going walking speed for 2 miles. I would say 2 miles of that, it was walking speed.
And then at one point you were like, 1 mile left. And I was like, wow, okay, 1 hour left is really what you mean.
Yes.
All right, guys, so let's get kicking and let's get these bellies fed. Okay, so one thing that we did when we were in Colorado that I did not do this time around was using the vacuum seal food saver bags. I tried that in Colorado with the stew, and it just kind of turned out to be a mess. But I will say I prepped this ahead of time, and I just went ahead and put it in one of these since we have a Dometic cooler, and it was perfect travel. Nothing leaked out. That way you're not having to mess with like tearing open a bag and like spilling it all over the place. Prepping is definitely the way to go. So last night we had burgers. Didn't prep those, but those are quick. Those are super easy.
It's something hearty and delicious. It takes a while to make.
Yeah.
It took a few hours.
So this has already been like simmered at home. I just added some rice.
I suggested the bacon.
Yep.
Throw some bacon in there.
I feel like when you're at camp, you always want man meals. And then what's on our agenda for tomorrow night? Steaks?
Oh yeah, we're doing full-blown steaks. And I'm hoping that the spot that we're going to, it's called Pine Canyon. The park rangers seem to be really stoked about that area. You're gonna love Pine Canyon, boy. So hopefully it's awesome. I love this spot. I would say this is my favorite spot so far that we've camped.
Yeah, I'll say that too.
Because the first spot that we were at, it was like packed with everyone. It was congested, and we had power lines right where we were at the Chisos Basins. The views were the best because you're looking straight up at mountains. You don't have sunrises, but you have the mountains. The Candelia, that spot was like, it felt like you were just straight up in the desert. There wasn't much rolling hills or green things. It was like just dry cactus, wide open.
When my mentality started to drop a little bit.
And that's when we were basically on the border. We had some cool hikes from there though. And then this place right here, McKinney Springs, is really chill. There's a nice, oh my God, a tarantula. Oh my God, tarantula. There she is. Oh man, that's a big one.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm telling you though, if I see a centipede, I might just run.
Okay, so you're okay with tarantulas.
Yes, because they don't go that fast, right? They're not like gonna run at me like a Harry Potter spider. Making me burn the bacon.
I knew we would see one. I was waiting on the mic. It just so happened to be. I had no idea that was behind me. I just happened to be filming and I had the camera in my hand. That was perfect. Okay, tarantulas. Let's enjoy some food off the ground.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to day. What are we on? Day 3? Day 4? We got a great night's sleep last night. Finally, got the sleeping situation figured out. Finally got the kitchen situation figured out. I feel like the Opus is now part of home. We've kind of figured out the do's and don'ts, what we need, what we don't need. We decided last night that we want to go explore around here in McKinney Springs. Like I told you guys, there was that oak tree.
I mean, there's no oak trees here. There's just one huge one.
Is there any water down there?
Tree of life. I don't know about running water. It looks like a dry creek bed.
All right, you got a little man sack with you?
I got this is called a haversack. Yeah, it's a haversack. You know, when you're tramping, which is a term for basically hiking in the backwoods. Carry a little haversack, and you can keep little things that might be helpful in your journey. Kind of like a backpack, but it's a side pack.
It is also day 4 of unwashed hair. That is why hat will be staying on all day long. Even though we do have a shower, it's just for a girl. You guys know it takes just a long time to wash your hair, get it all dry. So I just said we'll take the showers, we'll rinse off every day, but we'll skip the hair washing for this trip. I don't know. We'll probably run into a snake or two or something else, but let's hope not.
Y'all, we're walking this creek bed, and then I'm looking right in the middle of the creek bed, and I see a big paw track, very big, and I have to assume that is a mountain lion, which is quite scary. If I was a mountain lion, I would hang out here because javelinas are coming all through here. It's easy food. There's 2 buzzards sitting up there on the rock. They're quite creepy.
Watching us?
Somebody was down here. Maybe they got eaten by the mountain lion.
Oh, don't say that.
But, I mean, that's a big paw track here, guys. That's as big as my hand, as wide as my hand at the base. You can see the pads in there, so
I'm a little spooked.
Yeah, I don't know about this because we're just getting like it's funneling down, and there's brush on both sides where we can't see. So if a mountain lion did want to attack us, it'd be very easy for it to do. We might want to just take a higher path where we can see down, and then we can get to the oak tree. But this just feels like we're going into a trap. Yeah, so my plan is if I see a mountain lion before it sees me, hopefully it doesn't have any cubs, I'm just going to throw a rock at it, because that is what the sign tells you to do. And that's instinctually what I would do. She said she would run, which is not what you want to do. It's just going to look at you as food. So just, grab a nice tasty rock and just whiz it by its head or hit it right in the noggin. I think a wild animal, like something flying by it, it wouldn't know what to do. It'd be like, what the heck is that? So, just the sound of it. But I've never seen a mountain lion track. It's my first time, and it's with you, a pregnant wife. So let's take a safer route.
Let's keep this little cubby safe.
OSG.
Oh, it's on me. It's on me good.
We got cacti'd.
Ow, fudge.
Yeah, I know. Don't.
Well, you're gonna swing it into my other foot. Babe, you're going up my leg.
Okay, got that one. Is there no one?
It was on my foot.
This is like the Lion King tree of life.
You think Simba's out here somewhere looking for a meal?
I hope not.
I think we'll just kind of observe the tree from afar, and then we'll head back to the safety of the Opus, and then we'll head on to Pine Creek. Or Pine, was it?
Pine Canyon.
Pine Canyon. Yeah, which is going to be about a 3-hour journey getting out of here just on the roads. So buckle up.
All right, guys, we finally made it to our last and final campsite for the day and for the night. We are staying at the Pine Canyon number 4 spot. It's a little tricky to get in here, but we've already set up our camp and we're getting ready to go on our last and final hike for the entire baby moon trip. The trail that is at the end of this road is called Pine Canyon. Don't see any pine trees around us. It kind of just looks deathly hot. Let me tell you guys, it's about 96 degrees out here, and we are getting some rolling clouds coming in. Saving grace. I don't think I could go another day of this heat in the desert being this pregnant. So with this being our last day and this being our last hike, let's make it a good one.
Going all out.
Going all out.
1.8 miles.
Hey, it's gonna be about 4 miles round trip, so it's not like a grandma hike in this heat. Come on.
I'm all about it. You see this body? I'm not ready for full-blown hiking.
I think you're more ready than I am.
Dad bod.
But we've had some lunch, fueled up, and we're ready to go. And the cool thing about this trail is that towards the end of the trail, like the last half mile is all in the pine trees. Apparently, we don't see any pine trees anywhere around us. But it's supposed to be really shaded, so that's kind of why we're going on this hike. Like, we need to find shade somewhere. During the middle of the day, when you're out here, when you hear that sound of like the crickets and the cicadas and you see vultures going around, you just need to find some shade and some water and just go hide out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go find some shade. Hopefully we're gonna go find some pine trees. The trail map book that I have talks a lot about all the shade and all the vegetation that is around here in this hidden little pocket. It's supposed to be the most lush part of the park, so we'll see what they're talking about.
If that was a cougar, it would have killed me.
It literally walked right past you.
First mule deer.
I didn't think they were even up here, but I guess if I was a deer, I'd definitely be up
Yeah,
here.
the green stuff.
Yeah.
Steph just spotted the first mule deer of the trip. She was like, babe, babe. I'm like, what? Something bit you? I turn around, there's a mule deer like 10 yards off the path. Finally saw one. It is starting to get a little shadier and get it greener. And it's just been a slow grade. We've come up 360 feet so far, and we're at about 5,500 feet altitude right now. It's the highest we've been all trip, but it's getting prettier and prettier as we go along, and it gets into this nice canyon right here. So.
Okay, we're definitely starting to get into some shade. We're going downhill now. I'm sure my face is beet red, but
You're doing good.
like this to me just does not look like we're in the middle of the desert. Check this out, guys.
Looks like I need to put a tree stand up here. It's just crazy. I was just saying to Steph, it reminds me of Hawaii. When we went to Hawaii, we stayed on the island of Kauai, and there was a lot of microclimates. Everywhere we went within 5 miles was just different. You had desert, and you had jungle, then you had, like prairies and stream areas. it's a lot like this.
Yeah,
So
beautiful. I mean, definitely wouldn't have thought that this would be in the middle of the desert. I think that map light, it said moderate level, as if it was going to be easy. I mean, I'm still young. I'm not even 30.
yeah, but you're 2 people right now.
I'll tell you what, Ben's getting some good blood flow.
Good blood flow for Ben. He's going to be a mountain hunter for sure. An old dad who's been on some mountain hunts. I can concur this is a legit hike right now. You know, I told Steph, I was like, this last half mile, it says we're going up 500 feet. I was like, that is a lot. Going up 1,000 feet at any grade is a lot for a day hike. But we're doing it all in this last, I don't know, mile it seems. We're going straight up. So, you know, it's good. It's good exercise.
Yeah.
But my gosh, I mean, you don't see many pregnant ladies up here just rucking it. So
Just give a thumbs up for that.
yeah,
Did
you
I
got
earn
just
my,
please
my
smash
sticker?
the like button. This gal. This is probably the hardest hike you've ever done, right?
One of them, yeah, probably
Yeah.
besides Colorado.
Let's keep going, babe.
All right,
You know,
almost there.
we're too close now. We can't quit now. And what I think would be really awesome is if I could come back here, years to come, and if I could hunt a mule deer up in this same mountain range where me and Steph hiked. It'd be a memory for a lifetime. I think we are here, my dear. Oh yeah, normally this is a waterfall.
Oh.
It's just so dry right now.
Well, we did choose to come in summer death, so whoa. That just goes to show you how dry it is.
Well, good job, babe.
You proud of me?
I'm proud of you. The whole world's proud of you right now. YouTube is proud of you. Smashing that like button. Oh man. Feels good in here.
It does.
It's like 75 degrees.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Feels awesome. And the good news is we got an easy trek down, and then steaks are for dinner, saving the best for last.
Ooh, we did it right.
You worked up appetite.
Yeah.
Earned your meal tonight.
And that was perfect last trail of the entire trip. Because I don't think I could do another one.
Good job, Ben. You did good, buddy.
He hung in there.
All right. We're gonna say goodbye to this beautiful rock here. Maybe get a sweet picture for the treehouse, and then we'll see y'all back down at the base.
All right, made it back to the campsite. You scared me.
I scared you.
You scared me.
Just give me a little background.
And I needed to jump in the shower. I was completely soaked in sweat, and
You washed your hair. You said you wouldn't do
I
it.
washed my hair, and it feels so
Successful.
good. Normally, it takes my hair like a full 24 hours to dry. It's probably gonna dry here in about an hour. But we're gonna wrap up today with a nice juicy steak, some skillet potatoes, a good salad, and just kind of call it a night, guys. We're exhausted. We did a lot. So what was your favorite hike that we did?
My favorite hike that we did was, I think the Rio Grande. That
Really?
was cool. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Because it was water.
It had water in it, exactly. Yeah, and it was pretty too. There were huge walls. Yeah, my second favorite would probably be the window, and we saw a bear on that hike, so that was probably my second favorite. The third favorite was the one we did today, maybe, or yeah.
I would definitely say my very first favorite would be the window, because the entire hike was just gorgeous, and we did it in the morning, and it was just perfect weather.
That's part of it out here.
It is. You got to time
timing.
it right, because when it's hot, you're just like, I'm not about it. I just want to go in the shade and I want to hide. I will say my second favorite hike, or the hike that I feel most accomplished, was definitely the hike that we went on today, because it may not have been my most favorite, but I feel very accomplished in doing
900 feet is what it was. That's what it came out. 900 feet of elevation is what you went up today. So being 6 months pregnant, it's a lot.
I earned these steaks tonight.
You earned these steaks, baby.
Well, we're going to sign it off right here, guys. We're going to enjoy these steaks, and the next time we see you, we'll be back at the treehouse. And I can't wait to see Emmy and give her a big old squeezy hug.
Thank you guys for tuning in to an amazing adventure here at Big Bend. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to go ahead and do so. And do the only thing you can do since we don't have comments, and smash that like button. And we'll see you back at the treehouse on the next one.